If this reading found you, Spirit is saying that you already know. You have not been lacking signs. You have not been lacking guidance. You have not been lacking opportunities. The truth is that you've already received the revelation. You've already seen what needs to change. The question is whether you're willing to act on it. The cards show someone who has outgrown an old pattern, attachment, or way of being. You may be stepping into unfamiliar territory, taking leadership over your own life, or embracing a version of yourself that others may not understand. Let them judge. This path was never theirs to walk. Spirit is reminding you that the answers came during your hermit season. The veil lifted, the truth surfaced. Now it's time to trust what you learned. There is also a warning here. Not everyone around you wants to see you rise. Some people benefit from your confusion, your hesitation, or your willingness to keep giving chances where none are deserved. Stop ignoring what they've shown you. This is not a reading about finding the truth. This is a reading about trusting the truth you already found. The sign you've been waiting for is here. Now make the decision. Let's tap in. Hello everyone, welcome back to Bethany Alexandria. I am your host and reader Thelia. A warm welcome back to our new and returning viewers, and to our subscribers a special shout out. Welcome to this blind reading. Let's see who it is that we are reading for. This reading may resonate with you, especially if you have been seeing repeated synchronicities of the following angel numbers: 1010, confirmation, wings, 1111, 1055, 616, 1144, and 414. Rising above, taking off, graduating, I'm hearing. We have envy's turmoil and don't want to hear it in the reversed. So the energy that we're reading for, you are sitting in a place where you've had to possibly watch the progress of another individual. And the feelings that you experienced while watching were not the best. They were filled with envy. And there was quite a bit of chaotic carrying on. This unyielding force that created this blockage or sense of resistance in accepting what was transpiring. Now you've turned the corner, don't want to hear it in the reverse, and you're now open to having a conversation. For those that resonate with this reading, what are you hiding? A lot. Too many cards to take. Too many cards. So let's do this again. Spirit guides, mighty ancestors, what is hidden in this energy? Angel number 1111, 414, 1055, 616, we have leadership forefront and capricious, along with new beginnings, intention in the upright. So in your energy, you have gone through some kind of illumination, cleansing of energy, enough to have an aha moment that now you know that standing before you is an opportunity for you to lead things. And not just lead things and be the one to step forward and put your hand up, but to do so with a capricious energy. You or the other person who is the object of your attention may have children. However, in the hidden energy here, there is a sense of spryness. And if you feel a sense of spryness, a sense of invigoration, childhood indulgence, this very gay, over the moon, unicorns, skittles, and rainbow with a unicorn bucket kind of feeling, don't move away from this. This is your indication that you are sitting in the eye of what is a new beginning. There's also an opportunity here as well for you to set new intentions by using this capricious energy. It may be very new to you, this kind of technique, leading with capriciousness in order to start something new. But the ancestors are saying, recall the sage advice of the masters regarding maintaining that childlike innocence. Remember that this is also a key to transcendence. In order to inherit the kingdom, you must be likened unto a child, quick to forgive. Doesn't mean you don't get angry. It doesn't mean you may not have to kick up some dust. Maybe kick over a few buckets of milk, if you will. Someone here may be in the farming industry. But it means allowing yourself to rewrite the story, even though you know in the maturity and callousness of your own mind and living off the stew of your own experiences that you've done this shit before. The difference is this new capricious nature, this childlikeness, 1101 coming through, that you have probably not felt in eons. Someone here in conversation may have recently made reference to something occurring once in a blue moon. Well, this is your blue moon. Where is this leading, spirit guides? For those that resonate with this reading, I'd like to note this. 1101. Okay. For those that resonate with this reading, angel number 10, 1055, 616, 414, 1101. The collective that we are reading for, having watched the transcendence of another and realizing that they also have the opportunity to step into their own space of leadership. Where is this leading for the collective? Where is this leading? Third party reverse, promiscuous in the upright, and Buddha in the upright. Where you are being led and what you know, collective, those of you who resonate with this reading, is that there's a call here on your life to do a publisher's clearinghouse in the areas of third parties, those individuals who may have been casual sexual partners, or even buddies with whom you would shoot the shit. But maybe these were people who would just keep talking you around a stump that would never sprout anything. There is caution here attached to this calling around free for all energies that are very flighty and once like and night like, very prima donna, premature energies that don't necessarily consult the higher purpose of their actions, and so they exist in the realms of frivolity and carelessness. Okay, there is an advice here for you to get yourself a pumice rock, adequate buckets of water, and begin to exfoliate these energies away from you. You know this as well. This is not about disrespect. You may have been called a rebel. The name Tony, the initials YOTNRBLE may be important. Clear up your energy from those who, be it willingly or unwillingly, find themselves in the pastures of misunderstandings concerning you, what is good for you, and how you deserve and require to be loved. Your spirit guides are gently cautioning and using the rod and staff to direct you along a certain path here. Okay? Spirit guides, for your advice, they want you to focus on your spiritual wealth. This is the kind of wealth that isn't attached to the hands that are patting you on the back, or the hands that will give you a ticket or give you a call, but the kind of wealth that only you and the divine would understand the value of. It's the kind of wealth that cannot be plundered or taken or stolen or hijacked or lifted out of your purse. Spirit's advice: temporal bonds, pace of pleasure, signs in the reversed. In the reality, in the realm of flighty bonds, true connections waver but endure. Resist the rush, adopt a slower stride, and savor each moment's essence, or you will miss the signs. These flighty people, this is why. These energies, they may be fun. They may give you that rah-rah, okay? They may give you that night in Vegas kind of experience. But after everything is said and done, the things that really sustain the root of you haven't even been touched. These are blase energies. You can rah-rah with these people, but the real rah-rah, the struggles that you face in the dead of night, be it through paperwork or message, you can't call on these people for anything. For some of you, these may be attachments that you can't even trust, but yet you say they're friend. What kind of friendship is this in a world like this, in a life like this, when you have divine intelligence at your disposal, willing and waiting to assist you to sift through? That's not the best quality of what life is offering up to you. Some people, they may beg to argue that they know you well and good and they have weathered storms. But if you were to take out your calculator and your measuring tape and measure the proximity of these people and what they actually did in your time of need, you would see the irrefutable truth that these energies are free for alls and they are flighty. These people do not feed the roots of you, nor do they help you to polish the gems in your crown. Be cautious of these temporal bonds and consider ways in which you can unlatch yourself from these barnacles, because there are signs here that the divine is wanting you to be aware of and you aren't getting them. Spirit guides, what can you tell us about these signs for the collective? Tell us about these signs. Temporal bonds, pace of pleasure, hater. These signs are, these people are haters in your energy. They're haters. They're haters. Let's pull some clarifiers for you. For who it is that we're reading for, rising above, envious turmoil, now wanting sage advice. We have the Ace of Cups in the reverse, the Chariot in the reverse, and the Knight of Swords in the upright. What's the Knight of Swords in the upright? There's an energy here that may have taken off from you. Yep, left you trapped. All up in your head. You had to sit in the stew of the fact that you had an Ace of Cups and you refused to give it the right kind of energy. Something here about Snoop Dogg and sensual seduction. Someone here may like to or is a connoisseur of brown liquors or alcoholic beverages. Someone here may like the feel of crystal glasses or crystal. The name crystal may be important. What are you hiding? Leadership's lure, leadership forefront, capricious, new beginning, falling on the floor. We have judgment in the upright with the devil in the reversed. Make the judgment call to lose yourself from these energies that you see as plain as day with the moon in the reverse that are being revealed to you as being stumbling blocks. Clarify for spirit guides. Judgment, the devil reversed, the moon reversed, the hermit in the reversed. So you did the work, you went within. And this is why it seems here that heralding your energy is this angelic frequency that is allowing you to rise above, to alchemize and transcend your old way of thinking. Also, an old way in which you were completely blinded to the truth of your friendships. Where is this leading? Third party reversed, promiscuous upright, Buddha upright. King of Cups reversed. These people that waste your energy, waste your time, waste your affections. It's not about you having drinks, but it's about whom you're having it with and the intentions of these people. It's as though you're leaving your palace to go mingle in the sewer systems of the city with people that wouldn't accept you, be it day or night. King of Cups reversed, the Fool in the reversed, Eight of Wands in the reversed. Every time you think to make a move, these individuals that know, and you also know, that they're not aligned with you, always finding ways to enact or speak upon their utter displeasure, being and moving in ways that cause you to rescind, to turn back, to sin, to move away and invert your new beginnings, with the Fool in the reversed. The end result of this, you always end up missing true enlightenment, Eight of Wands reversed, clarifying Buddha. You don't receive the memo. And so, even up to the point of you being nudged, slapped, kicked, pricked, bitten, you still miss the message from the divine. In spiritual advice, we still see here attachments to these flighty bonds, these temporal connections that beg to be relevant in your energy, but they offer nothing more than to tether and suck onto you like a barnacle. The clarifiers, the Seven of Cups in the reversed, Death in the reversed. It is no secret over here that these energies aren't transforming. Two of Wands in the reversed, Two of Swords in the reversed, the Four of Cups in the reverse. An apathetic bunch going nowhere. An apathetic bunch of haters, as the energy says. This is your message. Do with it as you will. Spirit is making it blatantly clear. The transactions around these interactions and how they are robbing you from moving forward. If you found this reading to be enlightening, revealing, or affirming of your experience, I do invite you back for the next reading. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, bye for now.